Snow. Lots of snow. Should never happen, you know. There's nowhere to go because of all this snow. Hello everyone and welcome to Wednesday. Mal has a day off, obviously, because this is South Carolina and we don't know how the balls to deal with this. Although that is actually pretty dangerous. It's not much snow, but there was freezing rain all day yesterday.
Yes, there's a pure sheet of ice underneath.
So it is actually like legit dangerous. It's not just LOL Southerners don't do snow.
And we don't have snow plows or salt trucks or any of that.
We do, we just do not have
as many.
We don't have a lot of that. So, I mean, generally anytime there's talk of snow, school's canceled. But this is actually kind of legitimately dangerous because there was freezing rain all day yesterday and then snow laying on top of it. So there's been like tons of wrecks and stuff because there's a bunch of people that have never driven in this or don't usually drive in this and they're trying to drive in it. And it's not just we're driving in snow, it's we're driving on the top of a sheet of ice. And it's kind of dangerous. I'm staying warm. We got the heat on, I'm having a coffee. I've been getting a lot of work done. I got a lot of work done yesterday. I'm still getting some stuff done, making a few more memorable moments because we needed some more. And Mal's been relaxing today. She's really been treating her day off like a day off. She's actually been spending a lot of time, not only today but yesterday on the fan server. She's been making like this giant house.
Mediterranean
courtyard-ish thing. It looks cool. The color kind of reminds me of mustard, but
kind of hard to get colors right.
Well, it looks cool regardless. Anyway, the agenda today is, well, Mal is off work for a snow day, so she's going to treat it like a snow day and do a lot of relaxing. I am going to continue to work, but the big thing today is that we're probably going to record the mail video, and this doesn't mean hill beans to you guys because you got the mail video 2 weeks ago, but for us, big deal because December, since it's January, we're opening the December mail. December was a particularly large mail month. A lot of people that sent stuff in, so it's going to take a while to produce. Probably going to take a few hours to go through everything and then actually do the filming. So it's going to take up a large portion of today, but then it'll be done, and then more relaxing. Probably another movie tonight too, or not. No movie tonight. It got a little too late, but we did get a ton of stuff done, including the mail video, which was the primary thing we really wanted to accomplish today. Mal got really far on the house that she was making, which is cool. I'd show it to you guys, but instead I'll just say, go into the server and see it yourself. Or we might highlight it in the February server video for Stephen Plays. There was a ton of mail. There was a ton of amazing things that people sent in. Just super nice, super generous folks that watch and send stuff in, and some really cool homemade stuff too. But before I end the vlog off, I figured I would talk a little bit about some of the changes that are coming to Nintendo, because Nintendo just had some big, some big like corporate financial shareholder meeting thing, and then they actually announced that they were going to bring a few changes to the table. Things that had been rumored for a bit, and I figured we would talk a little bit about them. Nintendo's a touchy subject for some people, because some people are hardcore Nintendo fans, have been forever, and then other people hate Nintendo, and then other people fall somewhere in between where they don't much care either way. And I'm in that last category. I grew up on Nintendo, and I have always been a pretty big Nintendo fan, and I do enjoy the games they create, although they are not my favorite software developer. I think that's probably been shifted over to Valve and Naughty Dog and probably a few other developers I'm not thinking of right now. But I do like the stuff Nintendo makes. That being said, I don't think I'm a fanboy for any of the companies, and I tend to like everything. Not necessarily equally, but you know, I take it as it comes, and I try not to put rose-tinted glasses on anything. So the huge rumor is that Nintendo was going to make something for smartphones, games or apps or something, and then Nintendo denied something about it. They denied smartphone games, but there was only a partial denial, because now they've come out and confirmed that they actually are going to make an app. Supposedly they're going to be making a single app, from what I understand, that will be used as kind of like a Nintendo hub thing to advertise Nintendo stuff. Good entry into the smartphone app market, to be honest, because it allows people to see their stuff and keeps them fresh in the hardware business, I guess, because you'll say, oh, this Mario Kart game looks really fun, but I can't play it on my phone, so I'll go buy a Wii U. At least that's the hope. As far as games, they said that it's possible, and that would be a huge step. As far as whether that's like a good step or a bad step, I have no idea. I don't know what the data on that should be. There's a lot of people that have said, you know, that Nintendo should stay out of that they shouldn't bother with that. There's other people that said, port everything! Port everything! You know, we don't care about the crappy touchscreen controls, just port it. To be fair, I have Earthbound on my iPhone. There's another app that snuck through the App Store and allowed you to load Super Nintendo ROMs. And yeah, playing some games on there is incredibly difficult. You can't exactly play Yoshi's Island on there, but an RPG, it works. You can play Earthbound or other turn-based RPGs on a touchscreen. It's not a big deal. And sometimes they have, companies will, you know, change their game to have special touchscreen controls, and it works out. So it can work out. It's not like it's just abysmal, you know, can't do it. But certainly there are some games that are better suited for it than others. Other big Nintendo news includes the fact that they are thinking about releasing a new platform, apparently in early 2016, so about 2 years from now, more or less completely devoted to health. What? Apparently, like, more or less kind of like a console, I'm guessing, that would be like the Wii Fit console? I don't know. It seems a little odd that they would be moving in that direction, but we just don't know enough for me to really make any calls on that, although the news in itself seems a little odd. But to be fair, the Wii U has been struggling a bit. 3DS has always done very well, but the Wii U has been struggling a bit, so Nintendo is kind of trying to look, I guess, into different markets and saying, hey, we did that Wii Fit thing, maybe we could push that a little further. I have no idea. But probably the biggest news by far is that DS games are coming to the Wii U Virtual Console, which is neat. And it's actually something that I'm pretty sure I've talked about on the vlog, saying that Nintendo should do that like a year or more ago, because it just seems so perfect. You got 2 screens on your DS, you got 2 screens with your Wii U. You got your top screen, which is your TV, and your bottom screen, which is a touchpad, which you need for the DS, so it makes perfect sense. When it's going to be implemented, apparently we don't know, but probably this year. And that's great and all. I mean, that's great and all. And I know it's funny that people were talking about, like, as far as the smartphone apps go, that Nintendo should start porting stuff. Do you really think they're going to port stuff over when they don't even have their Virtual Console done, set up correctly? Nintendo's Virtual Console is a mess. It's a complete mess. There's very few titles on the Wii U Virtual Console, and there's so many things that should be on the 3DS Virtual Console that aren't there. Emil was talking about this when we visited recently. There were some games, some Game Boy Advance games, F-Zero, Minish Cap, etc., that were given exclusively to people that had adopted 3DS, you know, early on. But they've never wound up in the store. And there's very few Virtual Console games on the 3DS store. Very few on the Wii U as well. And it's like, why? Why? And there's more on 3DS than there is Wii U, I believe. And it's been a while since I looked. But there's an extreme disconnect. There's a lot of stuff that's missing. And the answer has been on Wii U, well, boot into the Wii side of the Wii U and buy your crap there. But that's not the way it should work. And I don't know why Nintendo's dragging their feet on this. It's now, the Wii U's been out, like, what, a year and a half now? And there's, like, nothing happening. I mean, we got Earthbound, which was cool, but there's a lot of stuff missing. So, yeah, people that think that Nintendo's going to go gung-ho and start releasing games on iOS and Android, doubtful. Doubtful when their own Virtual Console is missing so many things. It's quite confusing. So, what's going to happen with Nintendo this year? I don't know. We talked about a lot of different things. Give me your opinions in the comments below. I talked a little bit about what I thought. I don't hate Nintendo. I think some people in the past have thought I did. I don't hate Nintendo. Some of their business practices and business moves have confused me utterly in the past. One of the problems that I've known since the beginning is the name. The Wii U is a terrible name. I will stand by that until the day I die. And it is a terrible name because we've experienced that ourselves. We've been in the store and we have talked to people, talked to a mother standing in the Walmart who was looking at the Wii U, and we were talking about games, and she had a young kid there, and she was like, I want to get something that would be appropriate for him, and she thought that the Wii U was an add-on. So many other people think that, you know. It was just, in my opinion, a bad choice of name. But Nintendo isn't down and out. They're not, you know, going the way of the dinosaur, so it's going to be an interesting year. An interesting year or two. We'll see what really happens with the Wii U, if it can get some support. And a lot of it's going to probably weigh in the hands of Mario Kart 8, which was announced in May, or announced for May, which is really cool, and also Smash Brothers, which is going to be, hopefully, the end of this year. We'll find out. Talk about Nintendo stuff. Mao is off school again tomorrow because the road conditions are too bad for her to go. So 3 days in a row. That's insane. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? We watched a film called Bernie, and I really enjoyed it, and I don't plan on doing this often. I don't plan on, like, talking about the movies that I watch on the vlog because...
What's it been? 10 years?
After this, the government won't care how long it's been. They're gonna put you and everyone you ever knew on their kill list. And you! I thought you would be smarter than this.
What'd I do?
Stealing a super weapon to sell to the Chinese!